It's 5 points. And I can't root for the favorite, so I'll bet the Patriots.
So the gambling degenerate has shown up.
I will bet the Patriots.
Gambling degenerate. How much money have you lost this year?
I've had a bad year.
No. Listen, don't give me...
Overall, my life?
No. Oh, this year. How much money have you lost? I want specifics. Give it to me. Stop
I'm thinking.
denying. You're stalling. You know good and
I'd say about 100.
100,000? You lost $100,000.
Maybe a little less.
You ready for this?
Yes.
I know you're lying.
No, I swear.
know it's
That's
more.
what it is.
I know it's
You think
more
it's
than
more?
that.
No, it's not that.
Absolutely.
I win some of the time. I don't lose every week.
You don't have to lose every week because you're such a degenerate. You gamble so much. There's no way with as much as you lost that you lost $100,000.
About 100. About 100.
It's got to be more.
No, that's it. That's it. I swear, I would tell you the
Let me
truth.
ask you this question. I
Yes.
don't know if anybody ever asked you this question. You know who the queen is.
Oh, she doesn't know that. Now she does.
Mrs. Mad Dog.
Now she's going to know.
The queen, Great Genie. Let me ask you this. Does she know,
Yes.
number one, how often you gamble?
Yes.
Does she know how much?
I haven't done anything. Yes. Oh, she knows the price.
She does.
She may not know the amount, which I just told her now, thanks to you.
Okay.
But, yeah, I think it's around about, and Fat Rob. Now, what we do is, Fat Rob, he only bets a little on each game. I pick, so we put it in one big pile, and he never pays me.
Right.
He's a cheapskate.
Why should he pay you?
And so when he goes to Vegas, I always pay for his flight on Allegiant from Rapid City to Vegas.
Isn't he the reason you win some of the times? All right, then. He should get a flight on a plane. He should get a flight
He has to go Allegiant. There's no non-stops from Rapid to Vegas, and Allegiant does it 3 times a week. So I stick him on Allegiant to go to Vegas.
While you
with the money.
While you take the jet.
Yeah, and the jet's in operation tonight.
You're taking the jet tonight?
I am. At Gulfstream.
No,
You're kind of playing.
But let me ask you this. So you're going home. You're going home, right?
Yeah, tonight. After the show.
Why? Because you complain about your family getting in the way of your football fun. Why would you go home now and watch the Super Bowl?
Because you know why? Because Mrs. Russo's by herself. No kids around. That doesn't usually stop me in the past, but it's going to stop me this time.
This is touching my heart. Hold on. And did I just hear Mad Dog Russo admit on the airwaves that you are going home because Mrs. Mad Dog is alone and you don't want to? That is so
in a
thoughtful.
Snowstorm,
That is
40-degree weather.
That is so thoughtful.
So that's
I didn't know, because you got to remember, you're the guy that goes on national television and insults your wife, your mother, your mother-in-law.
And that's another thing.
You don't hold anything back.
And my mother I haven't seen in 2 weeks, so I should basically see her.
And how far is your mother away from your house?
About a mile.
You've gone 2 weeks without seeing.
Well, I've been away. I was in Florida.
Wait.
What am I supposed to do? I was in Florida, then I came here.
You have been gone for 2 weeks.
Yes, 2 weeks.
How's that been for you? You're not usually going that long.
But Ginny came with me down in Florida, as you know.
So you were good.
Thanks for the invite in Miami.
So you were
Thanks
good.
for the invite,
So
Steve.
you're good. I told you, for the purposes of that, it's called an undisclosed tropical location.
Oh, what do you think?
That's what it is.
It's not Turks and Caicos.
You know what? I would say yes. I would say yes. You need to come through. You need to come through. You'll see. It might be Turks and Caicos.
You like Seattle 31-20.
31-20. I just think that when we look at the Seattle Seahawks, they're the most complete team. I think that New England's defense is good, but Seattle's defense is better. Offensively, Seattle's offense is better.
I agree.
And I think that the receiver in Jigba, I think he's better than Diggs.
I agree.
Or he's better than Booty.
Kicker's better.
The kicker's better. I just think that when you look at the Seattle Seahawks, they're the more well-rounded team.
I agree with that.
And they could lose the game, but I don't think there's any reason for them to lose the game.
I agree with you 100%, everything you said. We talked about the other day. Darnold is going to have to make a mistake or two for the Patriots to have a chance to win the game. And he's been so good, he may not.
Yes.
And I'm amazed at all the amount of people who want Darnold to win. And I saw him on with you today. He was great with me, Bo Jackson.
Yes.
Oh, is he great?
He was good.
Oh,
He was
God,
good.
he was very good with me.
He was
very good.
You know who I
Excellent.
got coming up in hour number 2?
Who's that?
Prime Time.
Oh, I know that.
Prime Time.
Here, right?
Yes. He'll be right
Oh,
here.
you love him. He's your buddy.
That's my brother right
Oh,
there.
you love
my
him.
brother.
You got
He's right
Shedeur
there.
you could
But
talk about.
But I love Emmett too. I love Emmett too. I love what Emmett brings to the table. And listen, to listen to him talk football this morning and to talk about what it takes to be a champion and talk about what your mindset is supposed to be. If anybody would know, it would be him.
Absolutely right. He's won all these Super Bowls, as you mentioned. He was the holdout there that 1 year. They finally brought him back, and they won again.
That's right.
He's a perfect blend-in back. He doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Right.
You give him the ball when you want to give him the ball. And Bo was very good. He was good with you too.
Yeah,
I saw him.
And you know how you'll find yourself complaining about these guys, their contracts, and everything like that. When I think about Emmitt Smith knows this. the memory that I hold on to most is when they won the first Super Bowl that you just brought up. And then they were going for the second one, and he was a holdout.
Missed the first two games.
And he missed the first 2 games. After he missed, he missed after they went 0-2.
Right.
Jimmy Johnson just threw up his hands at the press conference, post-game conference. Just threw up his hands like y'all know what we need. Like, he didn't even say anything. He just and just walked off. And I'll never forget as long as I live. Emmitt Smith had signed a $13 million contract, which was major dough contractually at that time.
It was $13 million?
It was $13 million. And I'd never seen anybody just agreeing to a contract extension looking that pissed off. He was sitting next to Jerry Jones, and
I'd have to go back and look at that.
And he was livid because his whole thing was, why me? I'm the Russian king.
Made me the example.
You made me the example. Why would you do? We just won, for crying out loud.
Yeah, I understand.
And I'm like, people don't talk about that enough to me. What Emmitt Smith means, what he stood for, how ticked off he was, and how he was like, this is what I bring to the table. I'm not the person.
Well, we've seen Jerry do this before. We've seen Jerry do this a lot.
Yeah, but they ain't won a championship in 30
not
years.
Not to Emmitt Smith.
So this is Emmitt Smith. You wouldn't do that. You don't do that to an Emmitt Smith. You don't do that to a Michael Irvin. You don't do that to a Troy Aikman, and you don't do that to Prime Time. I'm saying guys like that. You reserve that for guys that, it's just shaky like that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and not only that year he was phenomenal because he had the great game against the Giants with the bad shoulder, and they won in overtime in year 2. All right, I got a spot.
Go ahead.
See you later.
Take care then. All right. Look, all you got to do, is tell me. All right. Behave yourself and get your hair, comb your hair, and put on another shirt. Hold on. Somebody help him off that stage. We can't have him jumping. Don't do it. Mad Dog Russo right here with Stephen A. Sirius XM, Mad Dog Sports Radio. He is the namesake for the channel, after all. You know what I'm saying? That he could walk in just like he just walked in. He wasn't a guest. He wasn't some scheduled guest today. He just walked onto the set. Why? Because it's his damn channel. That's why he could do that. All the producers stood down. Very wise. Very wise. Smart thing to do. 888 Mad Dog 6 is the number to call up. It's 888-623-3646. Paramount Plus celebrates Black History Month with the Black Voices Collection. You can stream stories of excellence like the series Watson, starring Morris Chestnut as a modern-day Dr. John Watson. He applies a specific type of deductive reasoning that he learned from his years working with the infamous detective Sherlock Holmes. And if you're feeling in the mood for stories of family and love, check out The David Oyelowo, led Lorman Bass Reeves. You can also find David and Selma and Becoming King, both in the collection. And don't miss out on stories of community in Cedric the Entertainer's The Neighborhood and drama-filled The Shy. Explore series, movies, and more in the Black Voices collection on Paramount Plus. Stream now. Going over the awards that took place last night, Matthew Stafford was my choice for league MVP. I know it was close. He won by 5 points. But to be honest with you, it was always a foregone conclusion to me that Matthew Stafford was going to beat Drake Maye for league MVP honors. When you look at the New England Patriots, think about what we were saying. New England Patriots, weakest schedule since 1999. Yes, they finished 14-3. We got that part. But you also look at Drake Maye, even though it's a regular season award, don't think for 1 second they didn't pay attention to what they've seen in the postseason, where they're averaging about 15 points and they're struggling the way that they do. But to me, it's not even all about that. Here's what it's about more than anything else, if I may say so. I think that when we look at Matthew Stafford, 37 years of age, walks into this season with a bad back. Balls out, throws 46 touchdowns, throws just 8 interceptions. Okay? Just 8 interceptions. Throws for 4,707 yards. I don't care what anybody says. That's a league MVP. He threw 15 more touchdowns than Drake Maye. Drake Maye he's big time with the deep ball. We get that. And Booty and Diggs and those brothers do their thing. And the defense definitely propelled you. But I think that when you also look at the Rams, if Matthew Stafford isn't playing ball the way that he played, you don't win. You could win with Drake Maye struggling. Just like you could win with Sam Darnold struggling, because their defenses were so elite. That was not the case with the Los Angeles Rams. The Los Angeles Rams defense stunk. Their special teams were highly suspect. And Matthew Stafford, yes, you got Puka Nacua. Yes, you got Devontae Adams. Yes, you got Kyron Williams, but it all starts and stops with Matthew Stafford. And when you take that into account and you consider the fact that the brother's 37 years of age and went out and played the way that he played, I don't think there's any question that he should have won league MVP. He barely won it, though. He received 366 votes with 24 first-place votes. Maye garnered 361 points and 23 first-place votes. So he had one more first-place vote than Drake Maye. He won by 5 points overall. That's how it happened. It was the closest race for league MVP since there were co-winners in 2003, when Tennessee Titans coach Steve McNair and Indianapolis Colts quarterback Peyton Manning shared it. So we got to take that into consideration. That was 2003. This marked Stafford's 17th season. He became the oldest player in NFL history at the time of his first MVP. He also became the third oldest player to win the award behind Tom Brady, who won it in 2017, and Aaron Rodgers, who won it in 2021. So that's what we've got here. We got to look at that. Obviously, when we think about some other things, of course, Myles Garrett won Defensive Player of the Year. Of course, Njigba, with 1,793 yards receiving, won Offensive Player of the Year. So we got to give credit where credit is due. Myles Garrett was the unanimous Defensive Player of the Year, leading the NFL with 23 sacks. Second career Defensive Player of the Year award, also won it 3 years ago in 2023. All right, and I already told you about Njigba. And you've got Carson Schwarzenegger for the Browns, who won Defensive Rookie of the Year. So the Browns did something. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Tatoria McMillan for the Panthers. Bryce Young was doing this thing, getting him the football. He's done a good job. Comeback Player of the Year, Christian McCaffrey for the San Francisco 49ers. Definitely deserved that. Missed 13 games due to injury last season. Led the NFL in touches, ranked second in the NFL behind Bijan Robinson, who was a guest on yesterday's show here, with 2,126 yards from scrimmage and 17 total touchdowns, which ranked